And then local gas stations are once again cashing in on the lottery. This time it's the Mega Millions that's getting mighty big. After no one won the Mega Millions jackpot on Friday, the next estimated jackpot for Tuesday's drawing is $1.1 billion. So that number would rank in the top 6 lottery jackpots in U.S. history. Here locally, one employee at the Airco on Broadway says it seems like every other customer who comes in buys at least one ticket. And because of the lottery, business keeps getting better.
There's times that people come in and buy 20, 30 at a time, like dollars worth. Then there was one time when we had the Powerball when it was really expensive and whatnot. There was people that was buying hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of them at one time.
And she says she expects business to really pick up in the next few days.